Hi, my name is Rick Harvey, and I created this Dreamsmithing, a Creative Warriors Journey curriculum for you. And I want to give you a little bit of help with this project, the body outline project that you've probably gotten to now. And let me go ahead and open up the graphic and let's look at it for a minute. So draw your emotions where you are aware that you're feeling them. You may remember in the last section, the empowerment section, that we wrote a letter to something that no longer serves us, and a lot of us maybe came up with some sort of anger that we're ready to let go of. I've seen this quite a bit as I'm working with people over the years. Anger is something that a lot of times people are ready to let go of, or at least something that made them angry. So I want you to pick something that is not too hard, really something that maybe made you a little bit angry. And I want you to remember it. I'm going to take you through a visualization, and then we'll go back to the graphic and show you what to do with it. If you are comfortable, first let's go ahead and take some deep breaths. And another one. One more. And let's go back to a time when you felt angry, not super angry, something that's not super hard, but just a more simple time. You may have written about this, you're ready to let go of it or something, or another situation is fine. Now we want to, if you can remember the situation, I want you to please close your eyes if you're comfortable, or you can leave them in a dull gaze, like looking forward with your eyes open, or you can leave them just a blink from being closed, whatever is comfortable for you. If you'd like to know what's going on around you a little bit, that's okay, no problem. And think back to that situation where you felt angry, not too angry, but angry. Not too upsetting situation, but enough. And look around as you're in that situation. See who or what is there, what's going on. And notice as you're seeing this memory, how it makes you feel in your body, or remember how you felt in your body when you're going through it. And moving to the sense of sound from sight, do you hear anything that's going on in the situation? And if you do, how does it make you feel in your body and where? Sometimes when we feel tense, our muscles are tight, or we have a headache, or whatever it is, our heart's beating, our we're breathing fast, can feel a lot of energy from the adrenaline, whatever. So you're listening and you're noticing how this feels, and then you're moving into smelling. Is there any smell that comes up in this situation? Maybe the smell was aggravating, I'm not sure, maybe not. And moving into taste, if there's any kind of taste. And if there's any kind of touch. Anything that you can touch, anything that's going on, or maybe you notice a clamminess in the hands, or anything that comes up with a sense of touch. And transitioning your focus to the whole situation, not just one sense, but how is your body responding to it? Just paying attention, being aware of what's going on in the body. And taking some time with it. And when you do it yourself, you may want to spend more time, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you, when you are ready, to take a deep breath and sigh, kind of like a dog, when a dog is taking a deep breath, and let go of whatever you're holding on to. So now it's just awareness of what happened in your body that we're focusing on. I'm going to share the screen back to the graphic. So if this body outline doesn't represent what your body looks like and you want to change it, you can. No worries. And sometimes, again, when we're going through the visualization, things could have come up. You could have had your heart beating quickly, so maybe there's something there you would want to put in, or you're breathing quickly, or your eyes are tight, or maybe you have a headache, whatever. Your muscles or your whole body's tight. This is just, sometimes we feel stuff in our bodies, and what happens is we have this chain reaction that happens. We have a thought, maybe something hurt us or offended us, and then somebody said something. We felt hurt or offended, and then there was the physical part of it. There's the part in your gut, or there's the part in your heart or whatever. So going back to the body outline, I just want you to color in, using colors that feel like the right ones to use to reflect how you felt at that time. I want you to color in wherever you need to here to reflect how you felt. Okay? So that is the first body outline mini coaching session. Just to let you know what it's for. It really helps us to get a sense of what's going on in our bodies. And back to that triangle of awareness, if we can find ourselves feeling the emotions before we are physically reacting to something, or we can find ourselves thinking the thoughts before the emotions come, then it's an opportunity for a more skillful response than a knee-jerk physical reaction that happens. So that's why I wanted to go through this here, and we'll do it one more time in the gratitude section for a very different experience. Thank you for listening, and I hope that helped. Hi again. I am going to take you through a very different process than you did in the second section, mindfulness and living in the moment. This is a gratitude section. We're going to talk about, or we're going to experience a gratitude experience, something that we're very happy about. And then I'm going to talk to you about why all this focus on the body as we're doing it, or actually after. So let me go ahead and take you through that. From the beginning, let me show you the graphic one more time. This is a different graphic than you saw the last time. And this is asking about a time when you have a memory of joy. So think about something that is a very joyous memory for you and just figure out what you want to settle on. And I'm going to ask you to move into a comfortable sitting or laying or even standing position, and take some deep breaths like a dog when it's sighing. And notice how that feels. Breathing into the belly, may I be peaceful. Breathing into the chest, may I be calm. Breathing into the crown of the head, may I be clear. And when you're ready, allow your eyes to close, or they can stay open, or you can have them at just a blink open or dull gaze, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people like to see what's going around them a little bit, but try and keep your awareness in this experience, thinking back to this time when you were very joyous, very grateful. You've chosen it. And let's go into what you see around you. Is there any place that comes up? Are there any situations that come up? Maybe a party, a celebration, or are there any people that you see? Or maybe just being by yourself is so wonderful in this joyous time. Been around a lot of people and it's just nice to be quiet and by yourself. How nice. And moving into what you hear, if there's anything that you can remember hearing in this grateful time. Is there any smell that comes up? Maybe it's some delicious food, or maybe you're sitting with your dog or cat on the couch and just have a little bit of a smell to them. Just that's who they are. And they just, they see you as the very best person that you could possibly be. They just love you for being who you are. Such a nice feeling. Unconditional love in an animal or a human. And then move into taste. And if there's food or just a really nice, fresh, cool drink of water. And if you can touch anything, again, maybe you're hugging somebody or you're petting your dog or cat, scratching behind the ears, whatever it is. Coming back to the full experience without focusing on one sense. Just notice how your body feels. The breath. Notice how in your belly, maybe you feel peaceful, or in your chest, maybe you feel calm, or in your head, maybe you feel clear. Maybe there's a sparkle in your eyes. Maybe there's just a lot of energy in you for joy coming up, bubbling up. And let's come back when you're ready to blink your eyes open. Back to now. I'm going to share the screen again. And this is the body outline. And again, you can modify this in any way to reflect your own body. I want you to go to your colors, your crayons, or your markers, and I want you to pick colors that feel happy or joyous or make you feel grateful. Use your gut. Don't think about it a lot. It's just whatever color comes up that you want to use to reflect your happiness, your joy, your gratitude. And then you can choose where you felt things in your body and draw them in. Like I said, a lot of times the breath in the belly, peacefulness, calm in the chest, and clarity in the head. Or maybe you're clapping your hands, maybe you're clapping, or maybe you feel just relaxed in your chest. Maybe you're tasting something that's delicious. You could draw in colors, you could draw a face, you can draw more details, and you can write words, and some of the details could be pictures. whatever works for you to remember this happiest time. So I'm going to trust that you can fulfill this assignment now. You know what to do. I just wanted to explain a couple of things why we did this. We did two very different ones. We did one in mindfulness and living in the moment, which was about experiencing anger in a somewhat moderate way. And then we did one about gratitude. And the body is a great refuge from the mind. The mind does not always give us much of a break. It could be quite a difficult place to be in, but we're in it all the time. So this is why a lot of mindfulness practices involve going into the body, noticing things that are going on in the body. And this is why I wanted you to do these two drawings. So understanding in both situations, you had a situation that was frustrating and angering, and you had another one that was very wonderful, joyous, and made you feel grateful. Part of the body process, the mind or the body mapping process that we've done, and mindful awareness of the body, is that we shift even from the mind to the body and its change. And we shift from this focus on, when we were angry, to this focus on we were grateful, and it's change. And different things happen in the body, and we can just be more skillful about how we react to situations. Some would say, you want to hang on to the joyous situations, which is true. It's really nice. You want to spend time with them and all that, but it's good to understand. And this is a word that you'll see in your glossary. I will attach it on this assignment. Equanimity. Equanimity is understanding that things come and go, that they change, they pass. We don't have much of a choice. Change happens. Change is a whole section coming up here, not too far away. And equanimity comes from understanding the things that we are thinking, the emotions that are caused by the thoughts, and the sensations. They're all going to come and go. Things change. So stay in equanimity. That's why we do this body process. I just wanted you to understand, when you are struggling with something that's going on in your head, it's very beneficial to go into your body and see what's going on there. And maybe even if there's reactions, there's physical results from the thoughts, from the emotions, you can at least see what's going on or be aware of what's going on. And in doing so, begin to observe it instead of being it. And then you can back away from it, and then you are becoming more free of it. It even gives you an opportunity. Sometimes you have to back away from a struggling situation. I mean, if you want to give somebody a hug, you have to back away sometimes to make space so you can give them a hug if you're too close, or you're into a situation where you are frustrated or fighting something. Sometimes you just have to back away from it so you can embrace it and give it some support. So a lot of good things come from observing what's going on in the body, and I'm hoping that has come through of it. I appreciate you listening. Have a wonderful rest of your day.